So a couple of weeks ago I promised that I'd do a full power test with the big battery array, 76 volt array, of everything all the way through the motor controller into the motor, turning over the transmission, and just let it run. I tried. It did not work. I have a problem. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what has happened and just a status. So if you recall, the way the motor controller works is it's got two great big IGBTs channeling the power. One does the switching. This is a big capacitor. And the other one acts as a freewheeling diode so that when power is cut off, the inductive load created by the DC motor doesn't blow everything up. So that freewheeling diode just kind of lets those electrons spin around for a while and without causing harm. This is a contactor box. That's pretty simple piece of technology. That's just the on-off switch, basically cutting the big power. They use contactors and everything. I think these came out of a Tesla. And the brains of the operation was an Arduino and a motor controller, which would send pulses to the the two terminals on the IGBT, and basically turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. And you know, if you had many long pulses, that was 100% duty cycle. If you had fewer short pulses, that was weak, make the motor go slow. Well, what happened was I hooked up the 72 volts to the contactor box, turned everything on. This was attached to the motor, and nothing happened. There was kind of a high-pitched noise. There was no throttle response whatsoever. So I unhooked everything, and I hooked up a 48 volt system, and it worked. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? Tried again with the 72, and in this case, the motor just started running, but there was no throttle control. Long story short, something went kablooey. And it startled and surprised me because each of these IGBTs were rated for 600 volts and 600 amps. Everything was likewise overbuilt. But apparently one of the IGBTs, which was a used unit, was defective. And at some point, something shorted inside there. It sent a load back and fried the motor controller and the Arduino, which is toast. So the motor controller is toast. The Arduino is toast. The initiative is, for the moment, toast. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. So yeah. So long story short, I don't have a motor controller anymore. I ran the big forklift motor on the 76 volts, and it seemed to run okay, but it didn't seem happy. And building or finding a new motor controller is going to be quite expensive. I've decided tentatively to go with a 48 volt golf cart motor controller because those are about $100. That's more than ample enough expenditure at this point. I am trying to prove this out. I did my back of the envelope calculating, and I think I will get 36 horsepower out of those batteries, that motor, and a golf cart motor controller if it's rated to 500 amps. I have ordered the motor controller. The throttle I have should work. So all of this mess will get simplified. Nice little commercial motor controller the contactor box because I like cutting off all the big power. Reconfigure the batteries, set some to the side for now, though ultimately I will do a full parallel thing to get more range. And my throttle pedal. The Arduinos are out, the IGBTs are out, at least for now. I do have spares. I'm going to try to put them back together, but, you know, burn me once, shame on me. Or shame on you, burn me twice, shame on me. I don't know if I want to go down that path again. Right now I'm feeling a little disheartened, but the project will continue. I'll post again when I got something to show you.